Hello children, today I will explain you second chapter of biology, kingdom classification 1. Now what is classification? Classification of living organisms is a branch of science which involves grouping of organisms on the basis of similarities in their characteristics. The life sustaining zone of the earth is known as biosphere. There are around 1.8 million known organisms found in the biosphere. Out of these 1.8 million, 1.25 million are animals and about 0.55 million are plants. Imagine how big a task it will be if you study about all these organisms individually. This wide variation among the living organisms is referred to as biological diversity. So, for the sake of convenience of studying this huge biological diversity, scientists have developed a system of classification of organisms. Originally, all living organisms were categorized only into two kingdoms, kingdom Plantae and kingdom Animalia. But in the year 1969, R.H. Whitaker proposed a 5-kingdom classification for all organisms. These are the 5 kingdoms into which all the organisms are classified. Kingdom Monera, Kingdom Protista, Kingdom Fungi, Kingdom Plantae and Kingdom Animalia. We begin with Kingdom Monera. Monera is considered as the most primitive group of organisms and it includes bacteria. Single is called bacterium and plural is known as bacteria. Bacteria are microscopic, unicellular organisms which are widely distributed in nature. They are found everywhere in air, soil, food, water, even inside our bodies. Certain bacteria are autotrophic, which means they can prepare their own food, and some bacteria are heterotrophic, that they depend on others for their food. Bacteria may be parasitic also, as some of them obtain their nutrition from other living organisms known as hosts. These are different shapes of bacteria: bacillus or rod-shaped bacteria, coccus or spherical bacteria, vibrio or comma-shaped bacteria, spirillum or spiral bacteria. Now, bacteria can be useful as well as harmful. We will begin with the useful bacteria first. Curd is made by the action of bacterium Lactobacillus on warm milk. Escherichia coli or E. coli, which is present in our intestine, benefits us by producing vitamin K. There are nitrogen fixing bacteria. Their work is to fix atmospheric nitrogen in the plants. Rhizobium and Azobacter are two nitrogen fixing bacteria. Bacteria are also sources of medically useful antibiotics. Harmful bacteria. Bacteria such as Clostridium botulinum can grow on contaminated food and it can produce toxin which is known as botulinum. This is known as the most potent natural toxin. Toxin means poison, and if it is consumed, it can even cause death of living organisms. Some bacteria that cause diseases, they are called as pathogens. Cholera, typhoid, etc. are caused by these pathogens. Denitrifying bacteria such as Thiobacillus denitrificans, its work is to reduce the nitrogen content of the soil, thereby decreasing the fertility of the soil. Now we begin with kingdom Protista. Protista comprises single-celled as well as simple multicellular organisms other than bacteria. These organisms have well-defined cell structures, with each cell having nucleus which is bound to a nuclear membrane and other membrane-bound organelles. Such type of cells are called eukaryotic cells. The organisms belonging to this kingdom are called protists. They are mostly aquatic in nature. Some may even be found in wet and moist places. Protists can be heterotrophic and they can even be autotrophic. This is structure of an amoeba. Amoeba is a unicellular organism that can be seen only under a microscope. It is found in ponds and ditches. Amoeba has an irregular shape and consists of a cell membrane, cytoplasm, the jelly-like fluid, a well-defined nucleus, and many small vacuoles such as food vacuole and contractile vacuole. An amoeba can change its shape and position constantly. It forms one or more these finger-like projections which are called as pseudopodia. They help in locomotion of an amoeba. An amoeba has no mouth or digestive system. Nutrition in amoeba. An amoeba eats microscopic plants and animals that float on water. It forms pseudopods or false feet on sensing food to engulf the food particles and pushes it inside the body. The amoeba forms a food vacuole around the engulfed food particle. The digestion of food particle is made possible by the digestive juices which are secreted inside this food vacuole. Now we come to respiration in amoeba. An amoeba does not have a specialized system to perform the process of respiration. Respiration in amoeba occurs through its cell membrane by the process of diffusion. The oxygen which is dissolved in the water in which amoeba lives, it enters the body of amoeba through its cell membrane. This oxygen is used to break down complex food material into simpler forms, and carbon dioxide is also released from the body of an amoeba through the same process of diffusion. Excretion in amoeba. The excretion in amoeba takes place again by the process of diffusion. That means through the cell membrane it just passes out. For the removal of undigested food, the contractile vacuole plays a vital role. Waste materials and excess water which is present in the body of the amoeba enters the contractile vacuole. Now this contractile vacuole moves closer to the cell membrane. On coming in contact with the cell membrane, it bursts and releases the waste material into the surrounding water. This is reproduction in amoeba. Reproduction in amoeba takes place by two processes. One is known as binary fission and another is known as multiple fission. I will begin with binary fission. During the process of binary fission, first the nucleus divides into two, forming two nuclei. This is followed by the division of cytoplasm. Finally, each part receives one nucleus each, and finally they separate from each other, forming two daughter amoebae. This is multiple fission in amoeba. Multiple fission generally takes place in amoeba during unfavorable climatic conditions. A tough layer which is called cyst forms around amoeba. The nucleus divides and redivides and forms several nuclei which are called as daughter nuclei. After some time, the cytoplasm also divides and surrounds each nucleus. On the return of favorable conditions, the cyst burst opens to release all the daughter amoebae cells.